Tell us about what you remember about being intubated.
Um, it was very tiring. I felt like I was a machine, basically. Everything was just so exhausting every day. Even though it was helping me breathe and get through it, it still felt very draining. And it would make me feel uncomfortable when I would be in bed like all day and just not able to move or do anything.
So, Celeste, I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about how you felt before you started moving and the therapist got involved in your care, and then how moving helped you afterwards.
I remember one day I think it was one of my doctors came in and talked to me and asked me like, okay, what is your goal for this week? And this was when I was writing the paragraphs and everything. And I was like, my goal is to walk this week. Like, I want to walk by Friday. I want to be out of this bed and walking by Friday. So that was my very first goal. And so before, I won't lie, I was pretty exhausted in the beginning, and I didn't really feel like moving. I didn't really feel like doing much at all. But the more time went on, I was just like, I'm really ready for this. I don't want to sit here anymore. So afterwards, after we did walk, it felt pretty good. It was a little scary because I was still intubated and everything, but I kind of just, I didn't think about that. I was just like, wow, I'm like really walking again and everything. I was pretty weak, but I kind of gained my strength from my physical therapist, occupational therapist, my nurse, respiratory therapy. Like, they all were like huddled around me to make sure I didn't fall or anything like that. And we just took it really slow, but it felt good.
So we're going to wrap up finally talking about what happens after you leave the ICU and the focus. And it's after you went home after your transplant. Tell us about your experience, especially with sleep.
I did have nightmares for a while. It was mostly from the gunshots and things. So I did sleep with my parents for a while because I was always in a lot of pain, and it was much darker at home. Like, it was, and what I mean is like light, like actual lights. Like at the hospital, I was always used to like lights being on and people coming in and out. But at home, it was a lot more calm, and I could think a lot more. And so I stayed with them for a while, just until the nightmares kind of stopped. It took about a month or so for them to calm down.
What is your advice for this audience? So we have a very multidisciplinary audience that all care for patients in the ICU. What do you have to tell them?
I think just to be very informative to the patient. Depending on their age, I think a lot of ages you can just, if they're really young, you can talk to their parents about it, and just their parents can inform the patient that everything is going to be okay. But for me, I honestly loved it when I was being communicated with. I felt like I wasn't outside, outside of the box. I was involved. It helped me reach goals. It helped me make goals when they told me what was going on, and it put me in a very comfortable position when they would tell me what's wrong and why I'm acting out and why I'm acting like this. And also to just be motivating. Like, ask your patients, like, what do you want to do when you leave? Keep their hopes high and just make sure that they're excited about, like, doing better, excited about just improving and getting back to their normal life or even a better life like I did.